Hello, Dr. Wiley.
Attention all Reploids on Earth. As you all know, these are chaotic, disturbing times.
He has toilet paper for a head.
The nightmare is upon us.
And my hair sucks.
It shows Reploids a kind of dream for human beings. No, it's a nightmare.
I even have toilet paper for a beard.
The nightmare makes Reploids confused.
So does my hair.
Worst case, they may malfunction or delete themselves.
They're not net navies. How can they delete themselves?
Due to the space colony incident,
AKA play X5 for the full story.
there are few Reploids or humans left on the Earth.
I have no idea why there's a typo on my script right here.
We won't accept sacrifices anymore.
Okay, you're trying to creep me out, man.
Will bring us to an Earth crisis.
Not just any crisis, the Earth crisis.
Taking the matter seriously, we have sent investigators to the 8 suspected
Dramatic pause.
zones to uncover the mystery of this nightmare phenomenon.
Basically, you're going to screw it up.
It's said that the nightmare phenomena are caused by
Dot, dot, dot.
a ghost of Zero,
Dun dun dun!
known as an ace maverick hunter.
It's sure they'll do anything they can to ruin Zero's good name. What? What are you talking about? And Alien interrupts.
Wait, X, let him finish his story.
Ugh.
Now, I'd like to call on volunteers. Unite with us and help our cause. Work for these 8 investigators.
Join us, we are the Borg.
Our goal is to wipe out the nightmare.
You will be assimilated.
Resistance is indeed futile, my friend.
And to delete Zero's ghost. Come together for our future. Officer Hymax will lead the mission.
I don't get paid enough for this.
We guarantee your safety if you join us.
Join us. We have
Both
candy.
Maverick Hunters and Reploids now suffer.
Join us. We have candy.
Let us preserve our future together. We're waiting for you, everyone.
I want you. How dare he? He talked about Zero that way. Yeah, like I said, he's planning to smear Zero's good name.
Which is hilarious. Then again, Wily probably is a little disappointed in Zero.
Well, true. He didn't fulfill his initial programming.
Which is nom all robots and take over the world in Wily's stead.
Yeah, we have Sigma to thank for that. Thanks a lot, main antagonist.
Nice job breaking it, villain!
Yeah, those suspected areas. In short, the 8 stages of the game. Yes, there's the Amazon area, the Inami Temple, the Laser Institute, the North Pole area, the Magma area, the Weapons Center, the Recycle Lab, and the Central Museum.
Of course you had to go in blind. What else is new?
Well, fortunately, I did not go in blind.
Well, X is.
That's true. And besides, he is suspicious of those investigators. Because they just happened to show up at the right time.
Back from the dead, no less.
Yes, Gate is the creator of those 8 investigators. All 8 of them are highly advanced Reploids.
Otherwise known as we're screwed.
Not quite. Fortunately, we're here. We're on the case. Right. Roger, I'll be back right away. Alright, now back to the stage select.
So now we have voice actors.
Sadly, this game did have voice acting on the original PlayStation 1 disc.
But we can make up for it.
I suppose.
I'm detecting echo.
Whatever. Yes, X is the world's only hope right now. There's an interesting thing about this game. Stages will change depending on which bosses you defeated.
Actually, not even just the bosses, just the stage you visited last.
Well, no, that's not true exactly. It depends on the bosses you defeated. Yeah, every boss that gets defeated has a certain nightmare effect that will apply to the stage. This will indefinitely hinder your progress throughout the stages. There's one in particular that's very brutal.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, I happen to suffer it. Not once, but twice.
Uh-oh.
And here is another gimmick in this game. Rescuing Reploids.
Gee, I wonder where I've seen that before.
X7. Basically, just like in X7, Reploids contain power-up parts as well as life-ups and energy-ups. You're going to need as many of those as you can. Enjoy, don't let any of the nightmare enemies get them. Otherwise, you'll lose those power-ups for good.
Forever.
Anyway,
Forever.
these are the 8 areas. There's Commander Yanmark, Radiant Turtleoid, Shield Sheldon, Blizzard Wolfang, Ground Scaravich, Metal Shark Player, Infinity Maginian, and Blaze Heatnix. Or as I call the Flamin' Spring Chicken. So we're going to be with Commander Yanmark, the easiest stage of the 8. And of course we're stuck with the Falcon armor. Commander Yanmark!
He's a dragonfly.
Ain't no sparks. Ready?
Mayan ruins.
Well, we are in the Amazon.
Double moon? What?
Don't question it, man. It's probably the nightmare effect.
Smile and nod. Smile and nod.
Light capsule! With piano music.
X, I wonder when peace will return. I wanted you to live in peace and in a warless era. But we must put an end to this nightmare. Forgive me. All I can do is give you this armor. However, for security reasons, the armor won't work until the 4 components are combined. Collect all 4 components to complete the armor. Now, I will grant you the foot program for the blade armor. This will enhance your dash performance and enable you to perform the mock dash. You can dash while jumping, and you'll be invincible in the beginning of the dash. For the Earth, for the future. Good luck, my son.
Alrighty.
Blade armor basically gives you an extra jump, because you can air dash in any direction.
Well, any of the 4 regular directions. You can't dash diagonally. Anyway, there's also 3 other pieces of the blade armor. There's, of course, the helmet, the arm, as well as the body. I get those other 3 capsules off screen because it'd be a headache to get all of those pieces on camera.
I could either go to the Mega Man homepage or the Mega Man wiki to get the information, if anyone is interested in the next video.
Okay, well, basically, the blade armor focuses a lot on the saber. You can choose to fire a weak, I guess you could say a weak charge shot, or you can hold up while you're shooting to release a charged blade attack. And trust me, that blade attack is very helpful, especially when you fight against Hymax.
Yeah, I mean, the blade armor just smokes Hymax like a cheap cigar.
Well, actually, in order to hit high max, you need to hit him with a charge shot or a charge saber, and then hit him with a special weapon. Because he's distracted by the initial attack, he won't be able to guard against the special weapon.
Spikes, spikes, and more spikes.
Careful.
And what's left of the Falcon Armor's flight program?
Nice job breaking it, villain. I mean, seriously, Sigma really did a number on X last time.
Yeah, it's said that Aelia actually did the repair work on all of X's armors. She's apparently really good, but not as good as Dr. Light himself.
Yeah.
Well, nobody could be as good as Dr. Light.
Wily came darn close. Let's remember Zero is based off of X's specs. And in fact,
but would you give Wily the chance to work on X?
He stole the specs.
Well, yeah.
Basically copied them and then used them to make Zero.
He did actually improve upon them offensively speaking. Zero's Buster is superior to X's.
Initially.
Except the problem is, a popular fan theory is that it's an overclocked weapon. Wily intentionally increased damage capacity at the expense of integrity. So the longer Zero's career as a hunter went on, the more his Buster broke down, up until 4, where it was completely worthless, and then in 5,
it got fixed.
It's repaired. He manages to repair it, but depending on who you pick in the initial intro stage in X5, he could break it all over again.
And oddly enough, Zero's Buster in X6 is actually a lot better than it was in X5. It can actually rapid fire.
Well, that's because he's had more time to repair it, and it's implied that Isak found him while he was out cold and fixed him up.
Probably. Anyway, this is our first boss, Commander Yanmark. He is easy.
He has a player's health bar. Of course he's easy.
As such, I raped him with dash saber canceling. Basically, you dash the saber, you dash, you slash, you dash. Rather rinse repeat. And for every boss you beat of the 8 investigators, you get 200 nightmare souls.
Because they've been collecting them.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and of course, the higher your number of souls, the higher your rank. Your rank is important in this game because it determines what parts you can equip. If you get to a GA rank, which is what I do get, you can equip up to 2 normal parts as well as a limited part. Limited parts are pretty much like super parts, but they can only be used once per stage. Anyway,
thank you, Aaliyah, for telling us exactly what we just said.
Well, Aaliyah, but then again, who's being...
Close enough.
Yeah. Life up, energy up. Rio, Araki, weapon plus, I believe that is. Oh wait, no, I don't think it's weapon plus. Ooh, speed shot. Or rapid shot, whatever. So, it's super recover. And rapid shot. And we got the leg piece of the blade armor. Commander Yanmark, an ex-investigator in the Amazon area.
Yeah, we recently added the X.
Yep.
No, but seriously, he used to be an investigator for that. But of course, someone sabotaged his flight system and he died. We're practically fighting zombies. Fully functional ones.
So, liches.
Yeah, Reploid liches. Oh dear.
I have a report. An investigator was already...
destroyed by that Maverick Hunter. I know. It's shameful they can't beat that mysterious old robot.
If you only knew.
Isak, keep an eye on the Hunter for a while.
Gladly, sir.
Oh, how's the experiment going?
Everything is going great, and the effect is brilliant. We've achieved 99.98 success rate by now. This is an amazing invention. But if you use Hymax in just minutes, you could control all Reploids on Earth. Even the Maverick Hunter was no match.
Due to plot armor? No. Continue the experiment for now. I want you to keep gathering data.
Yes, sir.
By the way, have you found what you're looking for? I guess it doesn't exist in this world.
Oh, no, it does. I've seen him. Besides, he isn't some low Reploid that would die in such a trivial battle.
I wonder who they're talking about. I'll admit, he's as persistent as X. Alive or not, there are many options.
I'll find out for sure.
It doesn't matter to me. You are on your own. I don't need the body of Zero.
I do.
Anyway, just do the work and keep an eye on X.
Gladly. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wonder who they're talking about.
Gee, I wonder.
There are two possibilities. One of them is good, one of them is bad.
Oh, by the way, did you, get the special cutscene with Zero later on?
No, I did not. But I got something that's just as good.
Lame.
Dude, I played dominantly as X throughout the entire run. So what? You can find a cutscene on YouTube somewhere. Voice acted. Yeah, this is the thing with the Central Museum. It's random. I mean, very random. I mean, you have no idea where you'll go, so no two runs of the stage are the same. Also, you can find another piece of the blade armor here, which I do get off camera. So fortunately, in the start of part 3, that is when we get to see the blade armor in action.
Cool.
Sadly, I don't get the shadow armor. I get half of it, but not the second half. So, no ninjas for us.
Aww.
Oh well. Anyway, die, totem pole! Ah, thank you for the health. Whee! Okay. Oh yeah, you can actually destroy that those falling rocks sometimes for energy pickups. Oh yeah, when you do kill those nightmares, be sure to grab the souls.
Otherwise, they will reincarnate.
And when you kill them a second time, they don't drop a soul. Also, when you revisit a stage during a nightmare effect, they do regain their souls. Oddly enough, in this... Oh, crap. That was intentional. Because if you get off screen fast enough, you can still save the Reploids from getting infected.
He was just too close to save him.
See? Anyway, die. Yeah, I guess...
works.
Yeah, it works. Oh yeah, occasionally during each stage you will find these blue portals that will lead you to an alternate area of the stages. Those will lead to three particular boss fights. The Zero Nightmare, Hymax, and our good old friend Dynamo from X5. And using the Meteor Rain weapon, you can actually get a lot of Nightmare Souls from him. upwards of 600 from him.
Dang.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Actually, I was talking to Jeremy after I finished recording the game. Yes, I did finish the game. in roughly 1 day.
Nice.
Be warned, there are many deaths, mostly due to some of the bosses and some of the stages. But other than that, I didn't do that badly compared to Jeremy in some of the stages. Well, then again, he had to re-record those stages just to make it look semi-good.
Heart tank.
Yes, there are a total of 8 heart tanks in one in each stage, and also one from a certain Reploids that you can rescue. So there's upwards of 16 heart tanks in the game.
Huh.
And X gets 14 of them. So he ends up getting to near full health by the end of the game.
Cool.
But like I said, I don't even use Zero, because Zero's sadly downgraded from when he was in X4 and X5. But at least they gave him a new sprite set. But yeah, Jeremy and I were comparing our runs of the game. The numbers were actually pretty close in comparison. He got more souls than me, I saved more Reploids than he did, but our clear times were so close to each other it wasn't even funny. Like a minute apart.
Dang. That's not bad.
Yeah. Be warned though, the end of this part is perhaps the hardest boss fight in the game of all the 8 investigators, that is. You'll see.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I thought I was...
Are you farming?
No, I wasn't. I thought I missed something, so I was double checking. No. Fortunately, I didn't miss anything. No one got infected. Anyway, another totem pole to kill.
This looks familiar.
Get used to these guys. We'll be encountering them a lot in the second stage of Gates Laboratory. Oh boy, Ew. Anyway, yep, time to go up against Ground Skarovich. Obviously based off the Scarab. Danger! Danger! You must be the burglar of ruins. In fact, he was the one who he actually stumbled across the place where X and Zero were found. And that's what led to his own demise.
Oh, what? He was Zero's first victim?
No, I don't think so. I'd rather just see what DNA data you have. Oh boy. This is another easy boss.
You know, for one moment, it almost seemed like he respected him, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, let's just tear him apart.
Well, he's a scientist. Therefore, he's interested in science!
Playing with needles.
Anyway. Whoa. Yeah, careful. His ground dash gets bigger the longer you drag out the battle. Screw you. Thought you could escape me, huh?
Now you get the shame of dying off screen.
And 200 more Nightmare Souls has been added to our bank account. Thank you. I'll be seeing you in the afterlife. Goodbye.
I don't know. X seems to have permanently put his train on hold by hiding in cyberspace.
Yeah, but then again, these guys were dead once. And ooh, we got a life up, and we got Speedster. The Speedster increases X or Zero's overall speed. Oh, he was a treasure hunter, even. Due to research on an ancient site. A lot of research data on ancient robots. In short, he knew a lot about the past. Oh, it was a trap. So yeah, Aelia had to dispose of him personally.
I might want to start voicing this just for fun.
But yeah, Aelia was partly responsible for disposing Gates' Reploids.
Looks like Scaravich might have accidentally accessed the wrong terminal in what was left of Skull Castle Mark whatever.
Or whatever. Anyway.
74?
Uh-oh. Nightmare effect.
Uh-oh.
Shield Sheldon. This guy is pretty much the shield robot of this game.
And he's wearing a mermaid bra as Poldorns.
Catchy theme right here. Ooh, rescue.
You guys will have to point out the effects, because I... Never mind.
No, that's not nightmare effect. The nightmare effect begins when we entered this area.
Alright.
It is.
A bunch of stupid, annoying dragonflies.
Yep, that's actually the nightmare effect. Oh wait, actually no, it's not. Not in this stage. Since we just defeated Ground Skarovich, that means something else. Crates. Yeah. Fortunately, the ground dash can destroy certain crates. So yeah, now you gotta think with lasers on this one.
Now you're thinking with portals?
Not quite. That goes to Galaxy Man from Mega Man 9. Anyway, there we go. Okay. Ah, there goes that energy. Screw it, let's get out of here. Anyway. Yeah, I die in this boss, I think a couple of times. Cause this guy hits hard. And sadly, I don't know anyone's weakness. Now, the story behind this guy is the fact that he was a bodyguard for a Reploid researcher. The researcher went maverick, but he was able to control himself. But sadly, Sheldon got disposed of because he was labeled as a maverick. Yep, our officers misinterpreted your actions, and you were hunted as a maverick. Oh, even worse. Sheldon committed suicide.
Ooh.
But Gabe brought him back to life. He gave me a second chance. Yeah, this is the guy who voiced Splash Warfly in X7. Thanks.
Ah.
Thank you, Jeremy, for that bit of trivia. Yeah, I don't know the weakness.
You probably don't have it.
Probably don't. I don't even know any of their weaknesses, except maybe a couple bosses. I don't know. No, that doesn't. I noticed that's not working. Owie. And me without an energy tank. Or a sub-tank, even. So I resort to flailing my saber like an idiot. Because why not?
Well, sometimes that works.
Oops.
And besides, I didn't have full health anyway.
And the great thing about X6, if you continue, you're dumped right back where you died.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're at a boss, and then it's right before the boss.
Well, duh.
That'd be mean, putting you right back in the middle of the boss fight.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that'd be...
Yeah, that would be funny exactly once.
Yeah, putting you exactly right back where the boss fight was. It'd be just like those arcade beat-em-ups back in the day.
Yes.
Look, we got him on the ropes.
Really?
Die.
Oh, 7:30.
Anyway, there was another boss. I'm not quite sure what his nightmare effect is.
Dunno.
You probably should have done a little more research.
But I do know that we do suffer several other nightmare effects throughout the game. SA ring. Oh, that was a very short stage. And we got an extra life tank. Hooray!
Shield Sheldon, ex-security police. He guarded Dr. Jim, who was an important person in the laboratory. Suddenly, Dr. Jim became a maverick. However, he was able to control himself. The Maverick Hunters identified Sheldon as a maverick just because he was created by Gate. Sheldon could not deal with being labeled, and so he ended it all.
That's actually pretty boss. This civilian Reploid was able to fight off the Maverick virus. That takes stones.
Yeah.
Or in the case of a Reploid, that takes nuts and bolts. Anyway, our next stage is this. Don't be afraid to admit that the music sounds very familiar.
Well, I can't hear it anyway, so,
You'll see. Infinity Magidian. Hardest boss of the 8 investigators. Oy.
My sound's off so I can't hear it.
Doesn't this sound like a certain song by Europe? It sounds like the final countdown.
Huh.
Yeah, I know Void Dragon Atma uses this song in several of his epics.
Nightmare!
Yep. So, we need to destroy cables in order to shut down the Illumina. Whoa. Eep!
Hi.
Bye!
Ow.
That is one huge arse mechanaloid.
Lord.
Run away!
Someone's setting off fireworks. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, now you gotta destroy that cable right there. And it's so much easier with the Blade Armor's charged saber. It's much easier with the saber, period. I'm pretty sure it'd be a lot easier if we had a special weapon to use.
That too.
One that's effective. Oddly enough, we get one of the best special weapons in the game from this boss. The Ray Arrow. Which I will use to great effect in Blaze Heatnix's stage. That one stage that Jeremy nearly had a heart attack over.
Wow. What the heck?
I'm a far Malaisals, apparently.
Holy crap.
Eep. Owie!
Ah.
Don't worry, they won't attack that Reploid up there. What are you doing, me? Oh yeah, getting the soul, obviously. Ow.
We'll leave him behind for now.
But we're practically dead. That's not enough health.
Nice knowing you, dude.
Okay, now this is a tad more difficult. Owie.
The heck?
Yeah, it's a cluster screw.
That is insane.
But doable. Dun, 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 dun.
Did it send you all the way back to the friggin' beginning?
It did.
That is mean.
This is about the same kind of punishment as in the early Mega Man games, where even if you go through the shutters in the Whitey stages, you get thrust to the middle point of the stage, or worse, the beginning.
I am not impressed.
Well,
What the hell were you thinking, Capcom?
they wanted to be the ultimate difficult Mega Man game, and for the most part, they succeeded.
Yeah,
They were playing I Want to Be the Guy before I Want to Be the Guy got popular.
Yeah, that's why I figured, aha, the saber is effective. Bye-bye. Yeah, you can actually, if you time it right, you can avoid getting shot at by those lasers. But you can't.
That would be a hit, Adam.
Yeah.
The pit will not save you.
If only. If only. I was trying to take a leap of faith, only it ended up being a leap of doom.
Leap of fail.
That too. There we go. Saber! It's twice as effective. Unfortunately, I end up taking more hits as a result. Die. Okay, take that. Ooh, energy. Okay, I believe here I actually get past this part. Ooh, I barely...
And you leave the poor man behind.
Don't worry, he's safe.
For now.
Ah! Go away. Yes, you can actually slash at the walls to destroy those laser emitters. Owned. And he's toast. That's a portal. That's one of the portals I mentioned earlier. Those will lead to those 3 bosses.
And you didn't even bother going there.
No, because if I go in there, I can't escape the stage after I beat it. The only way to escape that after you beat this stage is to practically commit suicide.
So for right now, it's not even...
Left of it. There's what's left of it. We just threw it into the... We knocked it into the boss room. That's funny.
You.
So for right now, the portals are not even worth it.
Not at the moment. You're best to do it off camera if you're recording a playthrough of this game. You seem to be hard to deal with. Why must I cover up for the lack in ability of the other investigators? Yes, we did. Ah, really? Oh dear.
I'm not saying a word. I'll be good.
Absolutely, completely maverick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guard shell is supposed to be his weakness, but I have no idea how to use it effectively against him. But yeah, this is the boss I die on the most in this run.
Can I just skip forward?
What's there to say? Can we do a fail counter?
Yeah, sure.
What are we up to? 5?
I have no idea how I managed to get that much damage on him, but wow. But yeah, sadly, the guard shell is not really that good of a weapon. It's more better. It's more practical for Zero.
Just a bit.
Me without a sub tank. Wait.
That's pure just pew 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 pew. This is surprise butt sex. It's surprise boss.
Boss goo.
That too.
Yeah, that's the problem with this boss. He can repeatedly clone himself. And apparently his clones are invincible.
That's not good.
Let's see, a boss that clones himself. Where have I seen that before? Nah, my saber's not in range. So I decided to say screw the guard shell. I'm gonna... When he gets in range, I'm gonna dash saber cancel the shit out of him. Come on! Get down here!
Close. Closer.
What the hell? Guard shell doesn't work! I mean, I really wish I knew how it worked. Oh well. In the boss rush, I did much better against this guy. Especially since I had the blade armor by then. I would say I do like the X6 boss music. It's frantic. Just like this boss fight in general. Ugh.
All saw that one coming a mile away. Raise your hand.
Bye-bye. Fortunately, we won't have to suffer too long. Yeah, I think it's at this point I decided to just forego the guard shuttle altogether. Seriously, that's just disgusting. Yeah. Oh, wait, I guess you can destroy the clones.
Cool.
Of course, they take a lot of punishment before you can. Oh, well. Trust me, this is the last death. Hopefully.
You kinda suck.
I told you this was the hardest boss of the 8. It's because he's so small.
Microscopic hitbox.
He's not as bad as Toho.
I don't think the Mega Man universe wants to see a single denizen of Gensokyo show up.
No kidding.
Nope.
Notori would probably dismantle half the Reploid population.
But you gotta admit, it'd be funny.
True.
Yeah, up until a point where she starts trying to use Sigma for, quote, peaceful applications. The cutie's brilliant, but she's not exactly, very wise.
Okay, now this fight's starting to get a lot better. There we go, we got him. We got him now. Haha, take that. Alright, one more shot. Gotcha. It's about...
Hey, mofo.
Oh, it's about time. Like I said, I do better against him in the boss rush. What the... Alright, get me out of here!
Get out!
4 minutes, 21 seconds for the stage. Who knows how long for the boss. Anyway, we got the Ray Arrow. It's a very useful weapon. You will see in the next part.
Infinity... I can't pronounce that. Maginian. Okay. He had a special body that could process at a high speed. He ignored the test program, choosing instead to go on his own on schedule. He produced excellent results.
Mm-hmm.
But he always had trouble with the other staff. Even Gate was unable to control him. One day he was disposed of by making it look like an accident.
That's true.
Somebody wanted him dead.
Yeah. Alia's boss. And, oh yeah, we got GA rank now. Now we could equip up to 3 parts.
Yay!
Anyway, see you next time for part 3, where I actually do a little bit better.